Hey dumplings, it's Dave Desai. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to get into some cute things going on. I want to get into Jimin and Jungkook and their little love letter in a video and what was happening with that. I think it's very cute and I really love these videos. I also want to get into why Big Hit decided to speak up and out about a recent small controversy. In fact, I didn't really know about this until I saw it on my feed that Big Hit released a statement. So grab your dumpling tea spilling mug merch and let's get into the tape. If you are new here and you're interested in this type of stuff, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified anytime a new video drops. And if you're a hater, like to be the first to leave your hate comment, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell also so you can be the first to do so. Now let's jump into it. The first thing that I want to talk about is these love notes that were released recently. Like really recently. I am talking about it being released this morning and also yesterday morning. They're extremely beautiful videos and I think the video might be teasers to the new album, which should be coming out in like 8 days. But we will have to wait and see. I have seen a lot of theories on these videos. I'm going to be talking about mine here today and give some backstory. The Jungkook video was released yesterday and it was shot in very much film style shooting. I love this type of style. They tried to make it look like it was filmed on an old-time camera, and there was even an overlay on top in some parts, which I'll explain what I think it could mean. And you heard Jungkook singing, but it wasn't like the traditional singing, where it sounds very well produced. It was Jungkook singing as if he had just woken up in the morning, or really late at night, when he's half asleep. It basically sounds like a voice note that he would record if he had a little melody in his head at 3 a.m. So I want to dissect this a little bit. Jungkook, was it a dream? I think I saw you. When I opened my eyes, there is no one again. Right at the beginning when Jungkook says it was a dream, you see him yawning, and then there's an overlay of him daydreaming at a desk. It looks like he's pretending to be a student or just writing down some notes. He sees a mystery person when his eyes are closed. So they show you him with his eyes closed. Then when the lyrics say, when I open my eyes, there is no one again, Jungkook is getting up, looking at the window, and also drawing open eyes on his notes. And then we have Jungkook back to the daydreaming clip, and he opens his eyes, basically saying he lost this person he is thinking of. He was thinking of someone. Some people think Jimin. Now flash forward to today's little video. We have Jimin. Jimin sings a lot more words. This voice doesn't sound as much as just waking up in the morning, but more so sound like Jimin is singing to you over the phone, and a cappella just like Jungkook. Now an army translated the lyrics for this clip, and this is what it says. Jimin, sick and tired, but don't want to mess up, cause life goes on. Through the fire, I'll walk more like myself, whoa. Walk it, walk it. When nights fall, I'll close my eyes. Walk it, walk it. And I believe in myself that I used to know. The video starts off by showing the environment Jimin is in and how he's envisioning the world. So they show Jimin writing notes at night and they have an overlay of morning beautiful skies. This is to show contrast, at least I think. So even in the dark, morning will come the next day, which to me matches when he is saying cause life goes on. For the next bit, for through fire, I'll walk more like myself. It's just him looking over the ledge and daydreaming about what's going on. Him thinking about finding himself and being true to himself. He continues in his video to write more lyrics and just daydreaming and trying to figure out how to be himself. Looking at these two videos, because I do think they're supposed to correlate, I think Jungkook is talking about missing and longing someone. Then I think Jimin is talking about finding himself. This could be a love letter to themselves and finding peace with who they are. Oftentimes, a lot of BTS songs aren't necessarily about love with a partner, but love about themselves, acceptance, and not being too hard on yourself. I think with 2020, a lot of us were hard on ourselves for not being able to do anything or for just many things like that. But we can take that as a year that we were able to learn more about ourselves as we had to spend so much time with ourselves, which, ew, gross. I think it's very interesting to put these two videos together and these two messages together. A lot of people online were enjoying the Jungkook moment that this was associated with, saying this, Jungkook notes. The video is shot in a similar way, of just very wide shots and very close-up shots. My theory is that it makes it look more cohesive and maybe less like two separate videos, but maybe to give us an idea on what an upcoming album would look like. Perhaps the theme of the video is about finding love within yourself and kind of going to the love yourself era and all that. I would love to see it. Secretly was hoping they would resume the most beautiful moment in life series, but maybe we'll see that in the future. I think we have felt like what Jimin is talking about in the video. I think we're all sick and tired, maybe even a little burnt out. Just know that if you have felt this way, you're not alone. It's been a really hard one. And seeing a lot of people simply ignore quarantine and feel like we're crazy for staying inside, but also feel pointless in what we're doing. Like back when it was normal, you'd wait for the weekends to go party with your friends and you'd look forward to that. But now you're stuck at home. Not to say I was really partying back then anyway, but hey, it was a choice to not party back then. Now a lot of these things that we look forward to are not there anymore. I really enjoy these little clips and I think more will come out soon. So we'll be seeing a lot more BTS members talking about how they feel. I really like it. I think they did such a great job making these videos and I really love the aesthetic. I hope they keep up the aesthetic for the album and they keep going. Big Hit has no doubt been upping their game lately and putting out the best of content. I can't wait to see more. Big Hit actually was in a pretty small controversy, or maybe a big one, I really did not notice until a few news sites came out and started talking about it. Although I've not bought anything recently from Weverse, your boy very broke. YouTube don't be paying. Everyone thinks I'm balling, I assure you I'm not. YouTube pays very little for channels that talk about K-pop. I do it because I love it. Otherwise, I talk about stocks because those videos pay a lot. Anyway, I guess I wouldn't have been aware of these issues since I haven't bought anything. So what happened? Apparently some people bought things from Weverse in April 2020, and it's been over 8 months, which I believe was because of the Miss Rona. But those who have received something received some packages with scratches allegedly. So like on the posters they bought or whatever. And apparently when armies contacted the customer support for a refund, they responded by saying it was not a defect. And apparently people took it to Twitter to let them know. Apparently their numbers for customers being dissatisfied was extremely high, sitting at 42%. And apparently some customers were so dissatisfied, they went to their city court to pursue legal proceedings on Weverse or Big Hit, saying that Weverse hadn't placed proper information on the site, whatever. Again, allegedly I don't shop on Weverse. I had no idea there were so many issues, but I did look up on the Tweetster what people were saying, and people had comments like this. Maybe Big Hit should look into people not receiving their memberships and not being refunded for it, even though it's been more than a year. Okay, keep part of the money for the use of the pics, videos, and refund the rest. Delivery was more than the product. It wasn't cheap. Okay, so there seems to be even more issues. This is crazy. I didn't know about any of this. But Big Hit did, of course, after all of this, did have to release a statement. So they provided a statement to news outlets. They said this: "We apologize for any discomfort caused to our consumers. After the launch of Weverse Shop in 2019, we have been continuously making efforts to improve our service for customers. We are cooperating actively with city investigation and reports." This is courtesy of Yonhap News. It is a Korean news outlet. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but absolutely insane. Obviously, I'm not happy to hear about this, but I do hope it gets worked out. I think what took them a long time to respond to this, it was because they were dealing with so many different things. There was the whole backlash with Jin not getting enough screen time. There were all these death threats, and then they were looking to expand. I'm not saying this is correct or right, but they probably didn't prioritize the merch, which is just my conspiracy and my theory. But if they can't handle the orders, then have a fulfillment company do it. Don't ship it or send it out in-house, which means don't do it at the headquarters. Again, I don't know if they do or not. But if they actually do have a fulfillment company to ship things, then that company needs to be fired, because a fulfillment company also handles customer service and refunds and all of that. So if they're saying alleged scratches are not considered defects, then Big Hit needs to move to another company. I think Big Hit is trying to get the hang of everything. They did grow really fast. Like within just a few years, they went from a small label to now what is considered one of the big four. None of the other labels grew that fast. So they're probably still figuring things out. Give them time. I don't want people to not trust Weverse or Big Hit anymore over this publicity. I like the label a lot, and I think they're doing great. So if Bang PD Daddy, if you're watching and you need a husband, call me. I'll always have your back. Send the helicopter. I just want to ride the helicopter. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. Leave it down in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for leaving comments. And as always, I do have a Patreon if you want to go over there and check stuff out. I have a lot of videos over there that I can't really post on here. This is because it'll get taken down or copyrighted and all that. So I do keep it over there. You can get reaction videos like music video reactions, performance reactions, ship reactions. You can also recommend things you would like to see. Link is in the top of the description down below. Also, anything you contribute over there gives back to this channel. I have a video over there explaining that is free to watch. With that said, there's 2 videos that will appear up on screen at the end of this video. So click on one of those. I'll see you over there. Bye.